So, how much Pepsi do you drink in a day?
Oh, I really do like Pepsi. I love Pepsi. I drink it all the time. I love Pepsi.
What kind of Pepsi?
What do you mean? What kind of Pepsi? Pepsi's Pepsi.
Like, not like diet
Oh,
or
no,
like.
no. Just regular Pepsi. And welcome back to another episode of Crips and Corks. I'm your host, DJ, and I don't know if I'm having a hot flash or if it's just global warming, along with my co-host.
Paul, the Hulk Hogan that got your best friend pregnant. As usual.
That was you?
Yep.
You ruined Stacy's life. She couldn't go to college.
Well,
She's living a double wide out behind the Wendy's. And by double wide, I mean double wide dumpster.
Not the dumpster. Honestly, she had it coming though.
Oh my god.
Literally. You're welcome.
Speaking of, my cousin said the craziest thing to me the other night.
What did she say?
We were talking about condiments on sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and you know this, we've talked about this on the podcast before, I don't like mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise.
And she goes, see, not me. And she's like, this is going to sound terrible. I don't mean to sound terrible. I love a white sauce. And I was
honestly, mood,
I
yes.
burst out laughing. I said, I think you saying don't take this the wrong way made it worse. And she's like, no, I'm just saying I love mayonnaise. I love aioli. I love sour cream. I love sour cream a little too much.
I do. Okay, I get that though, because I do love sour cream.
Yeah, sour cream is really
on
good.
Any type of Mexican food, sometimes like even Indian food. Okay,
Oh,
get up in that sour cream. If you're not living that sour cream life, you're not living life, okay?
Sometimes when I make mashed potatoes, I'll put it in mashed potatoes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. But moving on from positive to the negative for this week's rant. And this week, we are ranting about Pride, because it's Pride Month.
Why do they need a parade?
And I've been asking that. Why do we need a parade? Yeah, the parades are corny. Pride parades are corny. Pride parade is for...
I don't know about Pittsburgh. I've never seen Pittsburgh. Chicago's is pretty fun, though.
I don't know. I feel like the parades are for corporations and then people whose first time it is at Pride.
But what about all the actual LGBT groups that march in them?
See, that's fine. It's just like, girl, I'm not gonna go stand in the hot sun and watch people walk down the street, okay? If I wanted to do that, I could just step outside and do it right now,
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, you're constantly working the corner.
Exactly. She's a working girl. Also, another thing I hate about Pride is...
The costumes.
I love costumes. Okay, low-key, yesterday I did go out at Pride dressed as a sailor. It was Wishbone Pride.
You're also now dressed like a flight attendant.
Yeah. Right now I am a flight attendant, which we'll address later when we get into today's topic. But yeah, another thing I hate about Pride is it's the same bars we go to every weekend, but more crowded and more expensive.
Yeah, like... The one bar we go to on the regular does not have a cover, ever.
Right, exactly.
Suddenly, Pride, $10 to get in.
Exactly. This is supposed to be our month. Why are you charging us extra money? Girls! Like, and for what?
To have the drag queen.
To be crowded, to stand in line for 2 hours for a drink and the bathroom. The men's bathroom, too, has a line now. It's crazy.
Why didn't you use the, Porta-John outside?
Well, I will say, there was a line Friday night for the Porta-John, but Saturday when I used it, there wasn't a line. But the lines do form, okay?
They do.
And another thing about Pride is, I have not once pulled a man during Pride. I can go out any weekend usually and pull someone, but during Pride, it's like I'm a 2 or 3. I'm a strong Pittsburgh 4, okay? Like, but Pride, my value goes down significantly.
You depreciate.
I do. It's crazy.
I know, and I feel bad for you because, like, I'm normally a Pittsburgh 9, but I go down to an 8. So, like, what are you supposed to do?
Right, and even you're going home alone. It's crazy.
I choose to go home alone.
Right. Ugh, gosh.
Although last night I We did have an accidental cuddle in the middle of the night, sleeping on an air mattress.
Yeah, we did go over to a friend's house last night
Yes.
after Pride, and we got a little too drunk to drive, a little too drunk to go anywhere. So we did have to sleep on an air mattress that was deflating.
Yeah,
And
I woke up in the middle of the night on top of Paul because I guess he's heavier than I am, and he's sunk.
bitch.
That's my only explanation, because your side was more deflated, and it caused me to roll down on top of you. It was like I rolled down that mattress like you rolled down the streets of Reykjavik.
Yeah, honestly, if y'all clocked that video, I think that was like 3 episodes ago where I put that video in the episode. Girl, me rolling down the streets of Reykjavik at 3 a.m. So much fun.
Any more to rant about?
Pride's canceled. Pride's every other month. I'm getting a little too old to be going out and doing all this. Uber's super expensive.
Pride is every day when you're gay.
Yes, Pride is every day. Not just the month they tell you, and then you gotta spend money on the outfits and the drinks and the Ubers and all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And that has been this week's rant. And if you haven't clocked it yet, we are replacing, for now, we're seeing how it goes. Maybe not replacing, but we're seeing how it goes. Replacing the blessing and curses with the rant of the week. Okay. Do you have anything to add before we get into our beverage?
No, shall I get them?
Yeah, go ahead and get them. So, today we have a very, very special, biblically accurate, if I can talk today, beverage. We are drinking strawberry daiquiris. Now, if you want a biblically accurate strawberry daiquiri, you have to go and you got to go to the store. Okay, you got to get the cheapest vodka you can find. The cheapest vodka I could find was Nikolai. Very, very cheap vodka makes the best daiquiris, okay? And if you're from the country, you know what I'm saying. And then you go to the grocery store and you get the cheapest daiquiri mix, okay? And you have to get the cheap ones because the buzz is so much better. You know, it tastes good, it tastes sugary, syrupy. It's gonna get you where you need to go, okay? I have had many a daiquiri in my time, and this is always the best way to go. Don't waste your money on all these expensive daiquiri mixes and bullshit, okay? Go cheap, okay? Save yourself some money, and I promise you're gonna have a better time, okay? Now, this is what the strawberry daiquiri looks like. It's in our skull mug. That's
You blend it with some ice.
Yep, you just put it in your good old blender with some ice, like DJ said, and it's gonna be great. And this is also great because it's so hot out right now.
Yes.
And we are in costume, as you can tell.
It's the sweaty episode.
Exactly, it's gonna be a sweaty episode.
Bigger and sweatier.
Exactly. Well, cheers. Let's get into it.
Cheers to you. Not too crunchy on the ice.
It's like a boozy snow cone, and I like that, okay? It reminds me of my childhood, okay? We'd be playing the football, and the snow cone, we called him Snow Cone Joe, and he would pull up in his good old van and give us all the snow cones, okay? They were like $1.
Hey kids, you want a snow cone? You want to climb into my van? I got some candy back here.
It was very that. And then the ice cream guy, his name was Mr. Softy, but the ice cream was more expensive, okay? So we would go to
Not
the snow
Mr.
cone.
Softy.
Yeah. Yeah, let me take one more sip, and then how many grapes while I'm taking my
I'm
sip?
going to give it 5.
I am giving those 5 grapes too. This is so good. It's perfect for the summertime. If you need an alcoholic beverage to cool you down, make yourself a good old strawberry daiquiri.
And don't
5
hesitate
grapes.
to press the cold glass to your forehead.
Yeah. Like you're a whore after mowing lawns.
Yeah.
A sweaty, sweaty whore. But enough about DJ.
He looks thirsty.
Okay, DJ. Do you have anything to add before we get into today's story?
No.
All right. Let's get into it.
Please, so I can put pants back on.
She was Miss American Dream since she was 17. Don't matter if she step on the scene or sneak away to the Philippines, they still gonna put pictures of her derriere in the magazine.
Oh.
But do they really want a piece of her? How did she get to be on everybody's radar? From toxic beginnings, she learned early in life she had to work, bitch. If she wanted to see her name in lights and cement herself as one of the greatest pop divas of all time, paving the way for pop stars and celebrities alike, she had to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous. But just who am I talking about? Who was this little girl from Louisiana who became the name on everybody's lips? It's Britney, bitch. That's right. In our very special Pride Month series, we will be covering the childhood, rise to fame, controversies, and conservatorship of Britney Jean Spears, perhaps one of the biggest icons of our generation. Just in time for Pride Month, we're doing Britney, bitch. And I love Britney Spears. She, like every gay boy out there, holds a very special place in my heart, right?
Every little gay boy of a certain age danced around in skimpy shorts with his athletic t-shirt pulled and tucked in so it looked like a bra.
Yes! Oh my god, yes.
Dancing to Baby One More Time and
Toxic, yeah. Baby One More Time. Hit me, baby.
Doing their own little dance routines.
And speaking of Toxic, I am dressed up as flight attendant Britney Spears from the Toxic video.
And I am Baby One More Time Britney from the music video in my little schoolgirl outfit. But I can't stand up because the skirt is too short. And we will get censored.
Yes, and I will also say Britney Spears also holds a special place in my heart because Circus by Britney Spears was the very first song I ever performed to in drag when I was still doing that. I did Circus by Britney Spears way back when I was 16 years old at a little theater in Cumberland, Maryland. So Britney has always been that girl for me, always holds a special place in my heart. And as we all know, Homegirl has really gone through it in her time, okay? She did not have many breaks in life. So, why don't we dive in? Start from the beginning.
Let's get into it.
Yes. Oh, sources. My first source is The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, her good old memoir. I got the book right here.
Available at book retailers near you.
And my other source is the Deep Dive YouTube channel. They have many deep dives about Britney Spears. So if you're interested in that after watching this, go ahead and check them out. Now, trigger warning. The usual violence. There is suicide and abortion. Okay, so those are your trigger warnings. Those trigger you. Go ahead. We'll see you next week, and we'll get back into it next week for Britney Spears Part 2. Okay, so Britney Jean Spears was born on December 2nd, 1981 in Macomb, Mississippi. But she grew up in a house 25 miles away in Kentwood, Louisiana. It was a typical small country town where everyone knew everyone. People kept their doors unlocked, probably because most people had guns. And church was the center of community. You know, your typical small town stuff. Typical country folk, you know?
This kind of sounds like the beginning of Jim Jones.
It kind of does a little bit. But, like most small town people, the Spears family had dark secrets behind their sweet country family facades. Britney herself said tragedy runs through her family in her memoir. She details how her namesake and grandmother on her father's side, Emma Jean Spears, was abused by her husband, June Spears Sr.
Oh.
Yeah. Emma Jean had lost a baby when it was just 3 days old, and she was never the same after this. And after this, June sent her to an asylum, presumably because of the depression of losing her baby, right? And she was put on lithium.
Oh.
Yeah, they clocked Homegirl in for sure. And then 8 years later, Emma Jean would shoot herself on the grave of the baby she lost.
Oh, that's sad. Wow, we're starting off real sad real quick.
We're getting real sad real quick for sure. And after she killed herself, she left Britney Spears' father alone with his abusive father, her husband. So, not very good. June was very intense. June is Britney Spears' father, so her grandfather.
Grandpa June,
exactly. June was very intense and a sports fanatic. He would make Britney Spears' father, James, nicknamed Jamie, Parnell Spears, practice basketball to exhaustion, so he would be the best basketball player in town.
If you can't make 100 hoops in a row, you ain't gonna come in for dinner.
See, you're joking, but that's exactly what he would do. He would come home from practice, and he would make him shoot until he was, exhausted, and he wouldn't let him come inside. He wouldn't let him, have dinner. That's exactly what his father would do to him.
Don't you talk to me about homework, boy. You're gonna be in the NBA.
How do you spell NBA again? They didn't teach that in Louisiana public school.
I don't even know how to count past 4. 1. How many 4s are there in 100? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why do they need so many numbers anyway?
How many times did I just count to 4?
It's actually funny you say that, because June would eventually have 10 children. And
What the fuck? He couldn't even count that high.
right, and he would have 3 wives, another one of which he would also send to an asylum.
Oh my god.
He was making all his wives crazy.
June is the problem.
June really is the problem. And even though he would soften with age, the damage to Britney Spears' father was already done. He was traumatized, girl. Britney's mother, on the other hand, had the opposite experience. She came from money and a good family. Britney's mother, Lynn, would meet Britney's dad after they took notice of each other at one of his basketball games. See, he was the star player, so she went. And of course, she's the cute little girl. She has money. She's the rich girl, and...
Oh, James. When you make those dunk shots, you could just charm the honeysuckle right off the vine. I need a pitcher of iced tea to cool down after watching you dribble.
Did you say chum? The
Charm.
charm. I thought you said chum. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
You could
I need an adult.
You could charm the honeysuckle right off the vine.
Is that a real saying, or did you make that up?
I got it from the Golden Girls.
Oh, period. Love Blanche. So, long story short, the star basketball player fell in love with the pretty rich girl and got married. Now, when they got married, Lynn would no longer have financial support from her parents, and Lynn and James were very poor. In 1977, Britney's brother Brian was born. So with the new baby and Jamie working as a welder, which was a harsh job that caused him to be away from home for long periods of time, Jamie would start going on drinking binges like most welders do. His drinking would ruin birthdays, Christmases. It would ruin a lot of things. You know, he was pretty much a drunk.
Oh no, I married you. I only married you for the money, and I ain't got none. I ought to divorce you.
It was probably he was promised this pretty rich girl. He still got the pretty girl, but she was no longer rich. And if you've seen Britney Spears' mother, she definitely put on some pounds. But everyone puts on some pounds when you have babies and things. Yeah. It's natural for a woman to gain some weight, you know?
Yeah, you would know.
Exactly. But this is all water weight. Tell your friends.
Okay.
So, Lynn moved out and filed for divorce, but June and his new wife convinced her to move back in with Britney's father, which is probably a good thing she did, because if she didn't, we might have never had Britney Spears. So, maybe it was good, maybe it was bad, who knows? But hey, we got Britney Spears out of it, so Lynn went back to good old Jamie. After Lynn moved back in, things were quiet. Jamie quit welding and started a construction company and opened a gym called Total Fitness.
Oh, God.
A very creative name.
Yeah.
How could you ever come up with that for a name for a gym? That's crazy.
I'm going to call it Total Fitness because it is going to be a place where you can get everything totally you need for your fitness regime.
And I actually know how to spell it.
Unlike regime.
Regime. I'm gonna name my daughter Regime, actually.
I was just about to make that joke.
Regina George. It's Kim Jong-un's daughter. Regina George. She runs the high school in North Korea.
In Pyongyang.
Kim Jong-un. He's North Korean.
I know.
Yeah.
Pyongyang is the capital of North Korea.
Oh, I did not know that. Well, now I know. So, if you ever want to see Regina George, go on to Pyongyang. So, these businesses would flourish, earning the Spears family a lot of money, and Lynn would even open a daycare with her sister, Sandra. Ooh. Mm. After the success, the Spears family had their second child, Britney Jean Spears, in December of 1981. At this point in life, everything was good, and Britney recounts having good memories during this period. Then, when Britney was 4, her brother Brian had a very serious four-wheeler accident, which caused her brother to be in a full-body cast, and he was, by all accounts, lucky to be alive. This made Britney and her brother much closer, as she would spend every night with him when he was finally sent home. Even when he got his cast off, she slept with him for years until she was in 6th grade. So
Wow.
we can see the separation anxiety already starting. There's already this form of trauma.
I've never seen separation anxiety that bad. I mean, other than you when you can't see a Whopper.
I know, that's right. Because one thing about me, if there's not a Burger King or an Arby's, I'm not going, okay? Yep, one thing about me, if there's not a fast food restaurant within 20 miles, I ain't going. And that's why you ain't ever going to catch me on a cruise, okay?
What if there's a Burger King on the cruise ship?
Okay, that would be fine. Okay, if they got a Burger King on the cruise ship, I'm there, sister, okay? Trust and believe.
You go, and then suddenly halfway through the trip, the ship starts listing. Because you've ate so much Burger King, you're adding to the weight.
Oh my God. I mean, the weight would already be on the ship.
Sir,
Jesus.
we're going to have to move you to a interior cabin in the middle of the ship to more equally distribute the weight. There are cabins underneath you whose portholes are now aquariums.
I would be so sick if that happened to me. Oh my God. So, the four-wheeler accident happened. Eventually, Britney Spears would stop sleeping in bed with her brother and get over that little bit of separation anxiety, okay? And it wasn't long before Britney's father started drinking heavily again, which affected his businesses and made them poor again, adding to the stress of the family.
I don't know. I mean, it takes a lot of work to lift the beer bottle to my mouth.
Well, I guess when you're in the South, maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? On top of this, Jamie took notes out of his father's book and was very harsh on the kids. Brian in particular, forcing him to do sports and striving for him to be the best. But, as you can imagine, after being in a full-body cast, he really wasn't built for sports.
Brian, you stop limping. I don't care if your leg got put back on backwards.
You better limp your ass across that court and make
Dribble. You can dribble and limp at the same time.
Come on, Brian. Oh my gosh. So, Jamie would come home drunk and Lynn would scream at him, which turned into a regular occurrence, all of which Britney and Brian would overhear. So basically it was almost a nightly thing. He would come home drunk, their mother would scream, and yeah, it wasn't a pleasant household.
Jamie, what happened to the man I married who could charm the honeysuckle right off the vine? Now the only thing you can charm is a Budweiser can.
You're a whore!
I wish I was a whore. At least I'd be getting some then. You can't even get it up with your whiskey dick.
I would get it up if you would lose a few pounds. You look just like your mother.
It's just a little water weight.
Water? Bitch, if that's water... Oh my
That's
gosh.
enough water to sink the Titanic in.
That's a water. You must be a fucking fish.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Britney's just upstairs like, Daddy, no! Mommy, no! Daddy, Mommy, please stop!
She's like,
Mommy, no. No. Oh.
no.
That's gonna be... No, Mommy, whoa! Don't push Daddy down the stairs, Mom! Whoa! Oops.
Oh, Daddy, no.
That's gonna be my new vocal stem. I hope you know.
You're welcome.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, even though Britney's dad would push her brother into sports and everything, be very hard on him, Britney didn't need pushing at all. From a young age, she was very outgoing, she was loud, she loved to sing, she was that girl from a very young age, okay?
And
she was always outgoing.
Lynn's just like, Brittany Lynn, Brittany Jean.
Britney Jean, if you sing...
Britney Jean, don't be like your mama. Keep your ambitions. Don't end up like me, married to a drunkard who says if he wanted to get off to a whale, he'd read Moby Dick.
But Britney Jean, if you don't stop singing the goddamn Star Spangled Banner, I'm gonna show you why the crawdads sing, okay?
Oh my god. Is that... Oh, she could sing?
I imagine that's probably the song most kids know at that age.
Oh my god. Brittany Lynn, you sing the Star Spangled Banner one more time and I swear to God, I'll backhand you across 3 parishes. Now I understand why Al-Qaeda bombed the New World Trade Center.
You're gonna end up in a full body cast just like your brother did, okay? Okay. So, beside all this, Lynn would put Britney Spears in dance class and would take her to dance and talent competitions, which she would win a lot of because, you know, it's Britney fucking Spears. Like, are we surprised?
That's my daughter. She's going places unlike her drunkard father.
So this sparked her parents' ambition, and they would take Britney to audition for the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. And even though she didn't make the cut, the casting director said she had talent and suggested they go to New York and gave them a name of an agent there, which he said the same exact thing to none other than Christina Aguilera.
No fucking way.
Yeah, they both auditioned at the same time, Britney and Christina, and neither of them got it.
Chrissy Aguilera from Wexford?
Oh my gosh, you stupid bitch.
No, she's from Pittsburgh. She grew up in Wexford. Yeah.
Did she? I thought you were trying to make a joke.
No.
Christina Aguilera.
I mean, I was with the Chrissy Aguilera from Wexford. Like, I know her.
I didn't know, like, Christina Aguilera was actually from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. That's cool.
Her mom still lives out there. She built her mom a big, beautiful house out there.
Well, when you got that...
You can drive past it.
You got that burlesque money, that Aguilera money. You can do whatever you want, I guess.
Wagon wheel Watusi. I don't think we can show that.
I'm gonna have to blur that shit out.
I was like, nobody can see anything. We can just do my leg. I think somehow I got my ass on screen.
I got a whip of Long John Silver's for a second. That was crazy.
Oh, the tartar sauce.
Oh my god. So they did not go to New York right away.
It's just too big a city. I don't know. So many cars, so many people, so many hot dogs.
Bitch, maybe they didn't give a fuck about Britney. Lynn just wanted as many New York hot dogs as she could get. She was gobbling those glizzies.
They're walking down Fifth Avenue. Oh, sugar, we gotta stop for a hot dog. Mama's running on empty. Ma, we just stopped a block ago, but there's another hot dog stand. This one could be different. They could have the fancy mustard.
And you know, Miss Lynn, if she ain't got a glizzy down her throat every 10 minutes, it ain't gonna be pretty. It's like a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry, okay? Miss Lynn, when she's hungry. Ugh.
Sometimes when I eat a hot dog, I close my eyes and I think about your father and my first date.
But then I remember who your father is and think of George Clooney instead. So they waited 6 months.
No. She has to stick 3 hot dogs in her mouth too. Imagine George Clooney.
Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Now talk about a well-hung stud of a man.
Oh my god. So they waited 6 months, and during this period of time, at 9 years old, Britney would work at her family's restaurant, Granny's Seafood and Deli, when she would clean shellfish and bring plates to customers. Yes, at 9 years old, her parents said, "You better work, bitch."
She's back there shucking oysters.
They got Britney Jean back there. Well, actually, in her book, she said, like, they would actually, like, hang out in the back of the restaurant, too. Her brother's friends. Her brother was older, so we had, like, high school friends, and they would, like, go back there and, like, sometimes, like, drink and do teenager things, like, in the back of the restaurant.
Brittany Lynn, take the Moby Dick platter out to table 17. I just hate that your father named my favorite meal Moby Dick platter. Please. Hush, Lynn. If you keep it up, I'm going to start calling you Shamu.
Poor Lynn. Lynn is getting so much shit this episode. She had it coming, though. So, after 6 months of skirting child labor laws, Britney was singing in front of a talent agent in New York, and she was signed after.
How many hot dogs did her mother get as part of their deal?
Too many to count. Okay, they got a brand deal with Costco. The way she was gobbling those $1 hot dogs, girl.
The way, okay, wait. It's really giving that they said, we will give Britney 2 pieces of Juicy Fruit gum and a Costco membership. And Lynn's like, sold.
We're going to get so much Pepsi.
Jamie is like, Costco is the new supplier for Grandma Annie's seafood and shack.
Great seafood and deli, which honestly, if you think about it, I don't think seafood and deli meats really mix. So that's a really interesting combination.
No. Britney, you better get ready to shuck, bitch.
You better shuck, bitch. Oh, gosh. So shortly after she was signed, that whore, that show ruiner, and now...
Whoa. I know hang on. Can I see you back here?
Yeah.
I know we share the tablet on the podcast, but that is my tablet, and if you break it, I'm going to be very sad.
Girl, it's like Best Buy. If you break it, you bought it, I guess.
Exactly.
But that whore!
Dan Schneider?
No.
Oh.
Jamie Lynn Spears would be born. And she did ruin Zoe 101, okay? And now we're never going to see Zoe and Chase together. And it's because of her. Her and that little baby of hers, she ruined Zoe 101 for all of us. But we'll move on. One day after Jamie Lynn was born...
Britney tried to smother her in the crib.
No. But maybe she should have! Maybe we would have known what happened between Chase and Zoe! Britney's mom was sewing a costume for one of her dance competitions when all of a sudden she started bleeding very heavily. This freaked Britney out and she screamed for her dad. She described it as a river of blood coming from her mother.
Oh, shoot. That's just the diabetes.
I don't think diabetes makes... Well, I guess when you lose your foot, maybe. You'll have to let us know when you eventually lose yours.
Hush, honey. Mama just lost control over her movements down there. I was eating some pickled beets last night.
That's just piss.
That's just piss. I lost control.
Incontinence.
Jamie, get the Depends that we just got from Costco.
Oh my gosh. So in all seriousness, her mom was rushed to the hospital and was sewn up pretty quickly by a doctor as it was just a postpartum hemorrhage, which is pretty common. But the damage was done to Britney's psyche, okay? Seeing her mom bleeding out really stuck with her, and she became just as attached to her mom as she did her brother when he had his accident.
Mama, is a river of blood gonna flow from your vagina again? Should I get the Bounty paper towels? Do you think that will help?
No, sweetie, we can't use the good paper towels on mommy blood. You know the rules. We gotta get the washcloths for mommy blood. Bounty is for the shucking, as you know from the restaurant.
Brittany Lynn, what are you doing climbing up my skirt? I was gonna shove some washcloths in your cooter so you don't bleed out.
Stop grabbing at mommy's vagina, Brittany Lynn. Brittany Jean.
Mommy, why does it look like an Arby's roast beef and cheddar down here?
Am I gonna look like an Arby's too when I grow up, Mommy? How many crawfish can you fit up there?
One last one before we move on.
Okay.
Mommy, why do you and I look like an Arby's roast beef and cheddar in our shorts? But Brian looks like one of those New York City hot dogs you like.
Oh my god. Well, honey, that's just the birds and the bees. And one day you'll grow to love those hot dogs just like your mommy. You're gonna be a little gobble, glizzy gobbler like your mom.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Exactly.
Till you wobble like Flynn.
Period. So in her memoir, The Woman in Me, she describes being at practices, constantly checking to make sure her mom was still there, and if her mom would leave for any reason, she would freak out.
Oh my god, my mom's beaver's bleeding all over the place because I can't see her. Somebody check the bathrooms. Look up her skirt. Is her beaver dry?
You'll know she's in there because it'll smell like a hot dog stand. It's gonna smell like a hot dog and crawfish.
Lynn just walks in with a bucket of KFC bones. Because on the walk from the KFC, she ate all the chicken. She got the family meal and ate it on the way back.
Oh, jeez. But the trauma didn't stop the Spears family. They were full speed ahead. Britney and her mom would fly back and forth between New York City, eventually even getting a small apartment to stay in while they were there.
I just know Lynn looked at her and was like, don't be like me and marry the first man you've ever seen. You are a woman with ability, some perky tits, and a tight ass. Go out and work for it.
Period.
Meanwhile, Brittany's like, what, 11?
Right.
You got some perky tits on you.
It's like, I definitely picture Lynn as one of those pageant moms, like you see on Toddlers and Tiaras. She's very much giving the momager. Like one of those crazy pageant moms, you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what is it?
Momager.
Wait, what is that thing? It's like, if I had $1, I could order anything off the McDonald's dollar menu, and that would make me happy because I love to eat. All right, me too, girl.
Honestly, I love that meme because it's so relatable. That's so me. Girl, so me. How did I get to love fast food so much?
Let's not talk about your family trauma and get back to the Spears family trauma.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. So, Britney got cast as an understudy in the off-Broadway musical Ruthless. She was the understudy for the role of Tina. Eventually, though, the actress playing Tina dropped out and she stepped into the main role. Her first big break.
I'm on Broadway. I wish my grandma could see me now. She's in heaven.
Mommy, do they got hot dogs in heaven?
She's in heaven, but it's okay because some of her brain's still on my uncle's tombstone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's stuck in the etching. We can't quite get it out. Sometimes we show up and there are crows trying to pick it out, but they're not lucky to. But they just can't do it either. It's in there deep.
I tried licking it once.
It kind of tasted salty. It reminded me of when I would suck on my mama's fingers after she ate a whole family bucket of KFC. It reminded me of home. Reminded me of simpler times.
Jesus fucking Christ.
To this day, when I get scared, I just coat my finger in some kosher salt and I just suck on it for a bit, and it reminds me of my mama.
Oh, jeez. That's insane. That's crazy.
Also, when I want to feel at home, I shuck some oysters.
Is that what they call masturbating now? Shucking oysters?
It should be.
So she did that until the holidays came around, and little Miss Britney became homesick. Aw.
I miss my brother. I miss my daddy, even though he beats my mama when he's drunk. I miss my mom. I can't find her. I lost her at one of the hot dog stands on 5th Avenue.
I found her drinking hot dog water on the corner.
Wait, this episode's so derailed, but I gotta tell you this. I had drinks with a friend the other night, and she's telling me about Key West and this bar she really likes. Mm-hmm. And it's called the Chart Room. I can't remember the name of the hotel and it's in, but it's cute. And they have free peanuts, popcorn, and hot dogs. And she was saying, but one of the bartenders said, they never change that hot dog water. You don't want to eat those hot dogs because you might be getting, what did she say? She said some random disease from the hot dog water.
You're about to get jaundice from the hot dog water.
That hot dog water is about to become sentient.
Oh my god, right. Whew. So, Britney wanted to be home for Christmas, which is understandable as a kid. Like, that would be hard. And she didn't understand why she had to work through the holidays, because, Broadway doesn't take a break.
I just want to be home so we can, decorate our Christmas weeping willow. Wait for Santa Claus and his team of gators to come.
It's not Christmas if Grandpa June isn't passed out drunk on the front lawn. We gotta get home.
Well,
Mama.
Daddy's carving the armadillo, the roasted armadillo.
How is Santa Claus gonna find me in New York City, Mama? There's too many non-Christians here. There's too many heathens, okay? Santa doesn't come here because all the liberal trash. So she quit that bitch and went back home to Louisiana, where the crawdads sing. Now
That took place in South Carolina.
Well, for this story, it took place in Louisiana, where
Okay.
Britney Jean's from. Now, back in Louisiana, show business was still calling, so she auditioned for the all-new Mickey Mouse Club again, and this time, Britney got it. Britney was entering the Disney child star to pop star pipeline like so many would.
Oh my God. I'm gonna join the Mickey Mouse Club. Do I get to meet Mickey Mouse? I just love his Cinderella movie.
And he don't smell like hot dog water like Mama. He smells like cherries, and I like that. Mama said my cherry's gonna be popped one day, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope Mickey Mouse does it.
With his big sausage, meaty, gloved fingers.
Oh God, not that. Oh no!
Wait, no, you do the Mickey Mouse laugh really good.
I don't know. Come here, little Brittany. Do you want to enter the Mickey Mouse Club, Brittany? You gotta come into this back room, and Mickey's gonna show you exactly what it takes to be a star. Anyway. Okay, so I bet you didn't know Britney Spears was a Disney child star.
I did.
Oh, you did? Well, excuse the fuck out of me. I didn't know
There's
that.
not much I don't know, Paul. Including your social security number and most of your credit card numbers.
We'll talk about that after, okay? We'll talk about that after.
It's not identity fraud if they're your friend.
Girl, you could never be me. It takes a very special person to do this. No comment? Okay.
Just watch me, just watch me, I'll do it.
So, Britney described the Mickey Mouse Club as boot camp for the entertainment industry with long days of dance practices, recording studios, and school.
I hate it here. Where's Mickey Mouse? Where's Goofy? I at least expected to see Donald Duck get mad, but it's just mean Mr. Toblerone screaming at us because we don't know the meaning of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mama never taught me to count that high, and they keep counting until 8, and I just can't get it. Those numbers past 5 are so far.
I don't understand. They go a 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't know there were 2 5s.
Right. Poor Britney. So, she was doing this with names such as Christina Aguilera, because Christina Aguilera eventually got cast too, Ryan Gosling, Tony Luca, and of course, Justin Timberlake.
Really?
Yeah, who she felt an immediate connection to.
I looked at him and I thought of all those times my mama said, the first time I saw your daddy, I just know I'm going to marry him. And then he grew up to be a drunkard. And I looked at Justin Timberlake and I said, I'm going to marry that man. And one day he's going to beat me while blackout drunk. And this is my dream.
I'm going to be just like Mama. Oh, Britney even had her first kiss with Justin during a game of Truth or Dare.
Aww.
Actually, while filming, Britney's grandmother died, and Justin's parents loaned them the airfare to go back for the funeral. So
Yeah, because Lynn spent it all on hot dogs.
right, that's fucking glizzy guzzler over here. Now, when Mickey Mouse Club ended, Britney went back to Louisiana and lived a pretty normal life in her early teen years. And just like every normal girl, country girl at 13, she would have the occasional alcoholic beverage with her mother, like a daiquiri. She would have daiquiris and white Russians with her mother. That's why we're drinking the daiquiri. But it's fine, because they would just get lit enough to have a good time, not sad drunk like her sorry father.
Brittany Jean, come here, baby. Come here, baby. You know your mama loves you. I love you so much. I'll take you to New York. New York scares me. There's so many hot dog stands. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to see them all. And Brittany Jean, just listen to Mama. Don't be like me. You don't want a husband who calls you things like Shamu, Moby Dick, the Great White Whale, Telecom.
Not Telecom.
That was a actual killer whale.
I know, that's a deep cut.
Harambe.
Harambe. Oh, calling your wife Harambe is crazy. But
Brittany Jean, you are a smart and talented woman, and let me just tell you, none of that matters. But do you know what does matter? You got perky tits and a tight ass. And those Timberlakes, they lend us money for airfare. Do you know how expensive airfare is? It's just after 9/11. It's expensive.
What's 9/11, Mama?
Brittany, you go screw that Justin Timberlake and you get pregnant and you get married to him because his family got money. That little boy is going places. Sorry, I got a little too into the southern thing.
Okay. So, she also had her first cigarette at 13 with her little friends. Cute! Well, until it turned into a little bit of a habit. There was an incident when she was 13 driving her mom home from the mall. Her mom smelled cigarette on the hands, right? Because you know how you can smell cigarettes like on your hands and shit. So her mom ripped her hands off the steering wheel and was like smelling her hand. Was like, "What's going on? What is on your hand, Brittany Jean? Is that cigarettes?"
Wait, put the tablet down. You're Brittany, you're driving.
Mama! Mama, why? Mama!
Brittany Jean, you been smoking? Brittany Jean, there are only two vices we allow in our household. Your dad is drinking, and my fast food addiction.
My hot dogs, okay? Sometimes at the same time.
I'm sitting here trying to dream about that KFC I just scarfed down in the mall's food court. And I can't because your cigarette fingers smell more than my grease fingers. I'm going to have to stick my fingers up my nose just to get the smell of your American spirits out my face.
Girl, that's crazy. But this did cause Britney to crash into a telephone pole, right? And to top it off, that show ruiner was in the back seat.
It was unfortunately unharmed.
Yes, unfortunately unharmed. And when they did get out of the car, Britney's mom was too busy screaming at her for crashing the car and forgot about the cigarette
That's
smell.
one way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, she forgot about the cigarettes. Now, it is crazy that she was screaming at her 13-year-old daughter for crashing the car when she fully ripped her hand off the steering wheel. And she's 13.
Brittany Jean, how are we supposed to go through the drive-thru without a car?
How is Mommy gonna get her glizzies?
How am I going to get from our double wide to the combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut?
Oh gosh, I forgot
How
about
else
that.
is Mommy going to get 6 Crunchwrap Supremes and a large meat lovers? Because my meat lover don't want me no more.
Girl, we are doing Lynn so dirty on this episode.
It's just so easy.
So fast forward a bit, Britney had her first relationship with her brother's friend at 7. Well, her brother's friend was 17 and she was a freshman in high school, right? And she did typical teenager things, spent a ton of time with him, did school to hang with him, even lost her virginity to him. She was having the typical teenage girl life. But the showbiz was calling, girl. Okay, she was ready to go. So Britney returned to New York, made a demo, sang in front of studio executives, and eventually made her way into a real recording studio. Escorted by the Spears family friend Felicia, who would take care of Britney in New York because her parents had to what?
Eat glizzies and drink.
No, they had to work, bitch.
Oh.
Wow, that could have been a good moment, but...
Sorry. Do you want to try it again?
Fine. No, it's fine. We'll leave it in. We'll let the people see your failure.
Okay. Sorry, I was dreaming about that KFC.
Honestly.
You ever go to the combination KFC Taco Bell and you order a taco in a family basket?
Mm-hmm.
And you just peel that fried chicken right off the bone, you stick it in your Crunchwrap Supreme, and you just kind of... You kind of perform cunnilingus on it like Jamie used to do to me before Britney was born. After Britney was born, he said I was just too wide. He was afraid that his head was going to get stuck up in there.
I know you're joking, but putting KFC in a Crunchwrap Supreme sounds so good. I know that's a joke, but
What's stopping us after this?
Girl, we might clock us eating KFC
and
chicken.
Taco Bell.
Yes.
One of us will order Taco Bell. One of us will order the KFC.
Yeah. Well, I can't have diarrhea tonight, though, so I can't do that. We've got a very, very special project coming up that we have to be ready for tonight.
Okay,
so,
we need to lock in. I'm gonna lock Lynn Spears away.
Okay, period. So she was escorted by the family friend Felicia, who would take care of Britney in New York because her parents had to work, bitch, like I said before. Britney would work in the studio for hours on end. Even Felicia would ask Britney if she wanted a break. But Britney would insist on keep going, and then the time came to record the infamous drum roll. That's supposed to be a drum roll. Baby One More Time. With this masterpiece recorded and out, they sent her on just a casual 26 mall tour, just something casual.
I missed the mall tours.
Yeah, that was a crazy point in time. Then, the music video came out, and it didn't take long for the song to hit the radio in September of 1998. And just a year later, at 18 years old, Britney's first album was released and sold over 1 million copies and debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart, skyrocketing her into fame.
Who knew that the little groans of going, no,
Whoa,
no, daddy, mama, no, would end up getting me a record deal.
Right, okay. And it did. It worked. And after this, she would go on tour with NSYNC, and Britney got close with Justin Timberlake again on this tour, falling head over heels for him.
Oh my God. You and I had my first kiss together. I just knew we were going to get married one day. I just want to run my fingers through your hair. It kind of looks like ramen noodles.
His hair do look like ramen noodles.
His hair did look like ramen noodles. That's why I made that joke.
No, his hair did look like ramen. Being in this relationship was hard, They were both famous, and Britney started to notice things when Britney and Justin did start dating, okay? They were the power couple, but Britney would get asked different questions in interviews. She would get asked, like, hey, are your breasts real? And, like, just sexualizing questions, while Justin got asked, like, cool questions, like, what do you like to do in your free time? And just, like, normal questions, while Britney was being sexualized from a young age. So it's this dichotomy of what women get asked versus men, and Britney really started to notice this at this age, dating Justin.
Justin Timberlake's getting asked, like, do you like to skateboard? Do you like to play the Nintendo GameCube? And Britney's getting asked, does it look like an Arby's roast beef and cheddar down there?
Exactly. Like, asking an 18-year-old girl if her boobs are real, like, what are we doing?
Was the follow-up question, can I motorboat you? Because that sounds like something a man would say.
That kind of does sound like something a man would say. But moving into 2001, when Britney's hit Slave for You was huge, and we got the iconic VMA performance with the snake. I'm sure you remember.
Yes, I do remember. I was barely 2, and I remember.
Right. And then literally the next night after that VMA performance, she did a duet with Michael Jackson at Madison Square Garden. She was having career accomplishment after career accomplishment.
Wow. The queen and king of pop.
Yeah, exactly. And she described this part of her life as her favorite because she would tour. She was dating Justin. She was dating Justin, who she was so in love with. She still had her freedom at that point, so she would be able to go out at night with her dancers and go to clubs and everything.
She's really friends with Michael Jackson.
She's at the club. Could you imagine the two of them at the club? Hee hee. Hello.
Michael, can I tell you a joke? It's a little dirty, so let me whisper it in your ear. Don't laugh too loud to not attract attention. Hee hee.
Oh my God.
Michael, I told you not to laugh out loud. You're so funny.
Now, Britney and Justin moved in together in a house in Orlando, Florida. And this was also the time period where Britney Jean became Britney Jeans when we got that iconic denim look. You remember at the AMAs, her and Justin showed up in that matching all denim look, that iconic look. But as usual for Britney, all was not rainbows and fairy tales. Timberlake cheated on her multiple times, and paparazzi caught him with girls multiple times, all of which Britney ignored because she loved him so much.
It's fine. We live in Disney World.
We're in Disney, Mama. Nothing bad happens.
Nothing bad happens here. Those are just they're just the people in the parades with the glow sticks. It's fine. It's fine, Mama. I'm not gonna be like you.
Now, Britney wasn't innocent in all of this, though, because she did admit to cheating on him with Wade Robinson, making out with him in a club in a Spanish bar, which she did tell Justin. She did admit to Justin that she cheated on him.
I just did it because I love you.
Well, Justin was cheating on her, too, so she was probably like, fuck it, why not? If he's gonna be in the paparazzi.
I know my Arby's roast beef and cheddar kind of smells like the oysters I shucked as a kid, but I can get some Summer's Eve and it will be better.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It will smell like oysters and rosewater.
Oysters and rosewater is crazy. Then Britney got pregnant with Justin's baby. Britney was so excited to have a family with him, but Justin was not excited. He said they were too young and not ready yet to be a family, and they had their careers to think about.
No.
So, Britney, not wanting to push him into fatherhood, agreed to an abortion and wouldn't tell anyone. So
You're fucking joking.
No. So, alone in her bathroom with only her friend Felicia, she took an abortion pill, which she described as one of the most painful moments of her life, physically and emotionally. So, Justin was so much of a pussy, he couldn't even be with her during the abortion he made her have. Well, I guess, not made her, but also, he kind of made her, because she wanted the baby and he didn't, and yeah.
Britt, I don't know what you want from me. I'm just hanging out with my bros.
I can't have a baby, Britney.
Our careers. It's gonna be me.
I can't be in NSYNC and have a baby. That would so be out of sync.
Justin, when was the baby supposed to be born? It was gonna be me.
I wish that abortion had been May. After this incident, Justin started his Justified tour and grew distant from Britney. Then he broke up with her over text while she was on the set of her overprotected music video. This sent Britney into a spiral of depression. She described feeling like she couldn't breathe or talk, and all she could do was cry during this period after the breakup. Now think about
this. This is crazy. And what is this, like 1999?
This is like 2005.
2005. Oh,
yeah.
There was a time jump in there.
No, I said 2004 when she was like, we went into
2004. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the 2004. I thought we were still in the late 90s.
No.
Okay.
This is like 2004,
but still,
2005.
that's like the Nokia brick, and so it's like...
Oh, he had to do the T9 texting.
Yeah.
So that text probably took a long time to type. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe it just said, we're over, Brit.
It's probably...
Just like your baby, we're done.
We...
You missed the abortion
are
joke.
over OVR.
Just like our baby.
Sorry, SRRY. Frowny face.
Dude, yeah. So, and like I said, Britney Spears, she thought this was the love of her life. She was so in love with Justin. I cannot overstate how depressed she was, how much of a blow this was to her, and just she thought she was going to have kids with him. This was supposed to be her end game. And then he ends it over text. And not only that, they were childhood friends. Like, she knew him since he was a kid. And then just over text. Now, later, he would fly to Louisiana to see her and give her a handwritten letter, which he framed for God knows why.
He handed her a framed Dear John letter.
Very that. Now, we're going to get more into it, but even though she was sad, depressed, all that stuff, Britney still had to
work, bitch.
Exactly. She still had to work, bitch. It also certainly did not help that Justin released the songs Don't Go, Horrible Woman, and Cry Me a River. Actually, in the Cry Me a River music video, there's a woman who looks just like Britney Spears who cheats on Justin. And people took notice. Justin became America's golden boy, and Britney Spears was the whore who cheated on him. But the folks weren't talking about the times he cheated on her. Britney was painted as the villain, and that's just what everyone accepted, even though it was not true. Justin admitted to the press that him and Britney even had a sexual relationship while they were together, and after this, the press labeled her as a slut and poor role model. But no one noted the 6 or 7 girls Justin slept with in the weeks after their breakup. Britney just could not win in this situation at any aspect of this breakup. She really got the villain edit in the worst way. Like, imagine having your first real, breakup, and it's in the news and everything, and then you got everyone calling you a slut and a whore and everything. Like, what? She was just having sex with her boyfriend. God forbid. And, back in this period of time, coming out as not being a virgin anymore was
intense.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And, people were like, you're supposed to be this role model for girls. And then they said this to her in an interview. And then in the interview, she said, well, maybe you shouldn't let your kids, watch it if, you're the parent in this situation. Yeah, why are you blaming me?
Yeah, just because I put it out there doesn't mean you need to consume it.
Right. Her music is so obviously not marketed towards children. Even Baby One More Time. It's obviously music for older teenagers and adults. Yeah. At no point did she claim that this music was for children. Probably the last child-friendly thing she might have done was probably the Mickey Mouse Club, right?
Yeah.
She's not interested in entertaining kids. And like Britney said, if she's such a poor role model, just don't let your kids listen to her fucking music. What do you want from her?
Yeah.
Girl, they attacked her so harshly. But little did Britney know, this was only the beginning of the turmoil she would face in her career and personal life, which we will continue next week as we discuss Britney's breakdown and conservatorship. So be ready to scream and shout and let it all out next week as we continue the story of Britney Jean Spears.
And we hope you enjoy a nice family-sized bucket of KFC while you listen to this. Just like Lynn would.
Yeah. In her memory. She's not dead, but she is to us for how she's treated Britney in the past years. And next week's episode is going to be more intense. And we will be fighting for our girl Britney the whole way. Yes. Because we're getting into the Bible breakdowns. You guys know exactly what's coming. And I'm so ready for it.
But for now, we're going to end this because it's really fucking hot in here.
It is really hot.
Until next time. Please remember to like.
You were going to skip over all of our socials, bitch.
No. I was just doing something new.
Period. Okay.
Remember to like, subscribe, and follow wherever you are listening. Leave us a comment down below with your thoughts, or please connect with us on all of our social media listed below and DM us. If you have personal stories that you'd like to be shared on the podcast, or even just to share with us, not for the podcast, please email us at our email listed below. Paul, where can they find you?
You can find me at my personal Instagram and TikTok at Paulember, Paulember. And as usual, it's not delivery, it's toxic.
And if you'd like to follow me, you can do so at The Real Teach Powers on TikTok and on Instagram. Until next time, folks, keep your grips tight.
And your corks loose. Bye!
I just love Pepsi. All Pepsi. Any kind of Pepsi. I just love Pepsi. Pepsi. Can you say it 6 times fast? Pepsi.
Oh, yeah!